Hello, today on Talking Crime, I am bringing to you a case straight out of 29 Palms, California. It is the Erika Lloyd case. Before I go any further though, would you do me a big favor? Would you push on the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any future videos? Thanks, I'd really appreciate that. Now, let's begin. On June 14th, 2020, 37-year-old Erika Lloyd called her parents, who live in the East Coast, and she spoke to her mom and told her that she needed a break from this whole COVID-19 pandemic thing and being in quarantine. She told her mom that she needed to unplug. And how many of us can relate to that? How many of us are struggling mentally with the anxiety of not being able to go anywhere and having to social distance and just the fear of ending up with the virus, right? She is not alone in that. So on June 15th, the park rangers at the Joshua Tree National Park are just doing their job. They're going around patrolling at the Jumbo Rocks campground when they spot a black 2006 Honda Accord. This vehicle is completely busted. The windows are gone, the windshields are gone, the dashboard is completely broken, the seats have been ripped up. It is just looking like this is an abandoned vehicle. So they leave a note on it, hoping that whoever left their trashed up car will come back and get it. So they come back and find that the vehicle is gone. Yay, right? Who wants to camp next to a trashed up car? Maybe in some other desert campgrounds, but not this one. This one is a nice campground. It has paved roads. It has lots of bathrooms. It even has an area with an amphitheater for movie watching. Now I've camped in other desert campgrounds, more towards the Ocotillo Wells area of California, but you would definitely see junky, broken down cars out there, but you wouldn't see them in this particular campground. So anyway, they're probably happy the car is gone. And that is a very good thing for other people in the park, right? So the same morning, which is June 16th, the Morongo Basin CHP, California Highway Patrol, spots this same busted up vehicle blocking the highway at Shelton Road. So they have the vehicle towed away, and that's that. But on June 17th, Erika's family places a missing persons report. So the CHP gets back to them and lets them know that they have found her car, and everyone goes on alert. Every law enforcement agency goes on alert. This is also a really big military area. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department brings in a helicopter, and they have dogs and a search and rescue team. Everybody's out there. Everybody's looking for Erika, but nobody finds her. Their search is not fruitful at all. The Morongo Basin Sheriff Station was put on alert. They are supposed to look out and see if they can find any clues of where she's gone. The park is more than 3,000 square miles. This is a gigantic area to cover. It includes the areas of Joshua Tree National Park, 29 Palms, Yucca Valley, and the outlying areas. Erika's sister-in-law, Jenna Lloyd, said that the family was unsure if she went into the desert or if she got picked up by any individual on the highway. She had disabled her Facebook profile, and on June 15th, she disabled her Instagram account, which is so out of character and not a good sign. See, Erika is a hairdresser, but she is also a beauty blogger. She puts out videos on multiple platforms on how to do your makeup and, just fashion and things of that sort. Before Erika had deleted her Instagram, she had put up some posts. One of them said, "I heard dolphins were swimming up and down the canals right now, having a good time while we're in our room re-examining our whole lives." So it seems that she was really pondering the meaning of life, She was pondering the meaning of life. It all stemmed from being in quarantine. Like I said, many of us can relate, and it's not easy. She said, "Kind of feeling like the earth has sent us to our room to think about what we've done." It does feel like that, doesn't it? Let me tell you what I think. Based on the information that we have, I picked up on the fact that officials said her vehicle was found at Shelton Road, facing the highway. Now, she was driving east. Shelton Road crosses the 62 highway. If she was going east and she pulled into Shelton Road, she would be facing away from the highway. Erika, like I said, is a hairdresser in Walnut Creek. Walnut Creek has housing expenses that are 188% higher than the national average, with utility prices being 14% higher and gas prices being 30% higher. By no means is Walnut Creek an affordable place to live for a mom who appears to be single and supporting a child. Why do I say this? Because I believe that Erika planned to go to the desert to never return. I believe that the stress and the PTSD that has gotten many people got her too, all caused by this pandemic. I think she went to the desert to commit suicide. I think she trashed her car in the hopes that if she changed her mind, she wouldn't be able to leave. at that point, the campground was open, but due to the pandemic, there wasn't very many people at the park. And the area where she was at was not exactly near the entrance. So she would probably be gone for a while before anybody noticed. So my speculation is that she went into the park with the intention of not returning. Why do I say this? Well, the psychologytoday.com website published the findings of an ongoing study having to do with long-lasting trauma that could be inflicted on Americans as a direct result of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the study that is still being done, researchers from Western Reserve University are the people behind this study. They are looking at how the crisis is affecting Americans' mental health and coping strategies. So far, they have gotten data from 808 respondents. The leader of the study said that 90% of the people studied had one or more traumatic stress symptoms. 27% of the respondents met the post-traumatic stress disorder diagnosis. The national estimate is normally 5.3%. It's 7.6% for servicemen who have at some point been deployed to Afghanistan. So for the 808 subjects in the study, being 18 years and older from 27 different states, the study shows that there is a heavier representation amongst females and people who are Caucasian. As you see, Erika definitely fits the demographic, that is most greatly affected in the study. And I have linked that study or those results in the description if you want to check that out, as well as the link to the information about housing expenses in Walnut Creek. Like I said, I think, and this is pure speculation, that Erika Lloyd went into the desert to commit suicide. She told her mother she was going camping, but the park ranger that was in charge of the media said that there had been no indication of any camping gear in or around the vicinity of where the vehicle was found on June 15th inside the campground. There was no camping equipment, but she told her family she went camping. There was also no one there when park rangers first discovered the vehicle. The morning of June 15th, when they came back in the next morning, the car was gone. So whoever had put the car there was still in the area when the park rangers spotted it. Do you remember the Alex Hernandez case? The football player who murdered someone and ended up in prison. And while he was in prison, he committed suicide. One of the things that he did was spread shampoo all over his jail cell. He took that, for lack of a better term, precaution, just in case he changed his mind while he was hanging himself. I think this is what Erika Lloyd did. I think she thought if she destroyed it and she was out in the middle of the desert, she had driven over 535 miles to get to the campsite from Walnut Creek. She probably did not know the area. It hasn't been spoken about, but that's a pretty far drive. That's over 8 hours in a vehicle to go camping. I'm sure there was other spots along the desert where she could have stopped to camp. So it doesn't make sense to me that she would go out to the desert with no camping gear. Her car is all busted up at the campsite, and then, the car is gone. It disappears, only to reappear again in another location. I think her plan was foiled when the park rangers showed up and saw the car. I think she got spooked after she saw the note the park rangers had left on her vehicle. She got in her car and it worked. I don't think she was expecting it to work, but it did. I think she got in her vehicle and she started driving, and she ended up on Shelton Road. Why? I don't know. Maybe her vehicle ran out of gas. I mean, she just drove over 500 miles. Maybe her vehicle did run out of gas. Maybe it stopped working because it got beat. It is a very high probability she got out of her vehicle to start walking back into the desert. The area where her vehicle was found is pretty isolated. It's very flat, very dry. There are some houses out there. There are some properties that have houses, but it would have been very easy for someone to kidnap Erika because she moved her vehicle at night. And we know this because her vehicle was caught on surveillance leaving the park. We know she left at night. That road, there is no lights. There's no lights on the side of the road. It is pitch black out there. You could put your hand 3 inches from your face and not see it. Pitch dark. The stars are beautiful, but if a woman is walking down the side of the road and a vehicle is driving by, she could very easily get kidnapped. There's nobody out there to hear you. There's nobody out there to see you. Only the person with their headlights. So we will see where this case goes. I don't think the police department or the sheriff's department has any new information. The results for their search on June 22nd didn't provide any new leads. So we're hoping, and I say we because I'm really interested in this story. I'm hoping that there will be an update soon. I hope that she is found alive and well, that she just, got picked up by someone who gave her a ride and dropped her off, and she's just, contemplating the meaning of life somewhere. I don't know how old her son is, but she's 37, so he's probably between, 1 and 20, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Her parents are devastated. Her son's name is Chase, and he wants his mom back. Until next time, this is Talking Crime, and I will see you soon. Good night.